Hey, what's up, guys? It's Nick, the Metal Nerd, back for another episode of the Metal Nerd Podcast. What is up, guys? Glad to be back on. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. There's plenty of people watching, plenty of people liking, not enough subscribing, you know? A lot of non-subscribed people come to watch it, so... And, you know, a lot of returning people, I think, that have not necessarily subscribed. So, smash that subscribe and like button if you like this video. One of the first piece of news coming back is about one of the biggest losers around the scene, Ronnie Radke. He lost his defamation suit against Anthony Fantano. Anthony Fantano had come out with a video about him called "This Guy Sucks" about a year ago, so it's been a while. And he went hard on fucking Radke, you know, talking about his past controversies, his racist behavior, and just like his overall shitty music, you know. So I mean, if anyone deserved it, it's fucking Ronnie Radke. I'm sorry, dude. Anthony went after him, went for blood, and it hit pretty hard, man. You could tell it hit Ronnie where it hurt him the most. So he decided to sue him, and it did not go well. He just he lost, and he just released a reaction video called "I Lost My Lawsuit with Anthony Fantano." Pretty crazy. I'll read the first paragraph. Then we'll watch the actual video. So he said, "I went to this lawsuit suing you because of this video and all this stuff. I went to this lawsuit and my lawyer's like, you're not going to win this." And I'm like, I don't care. And it's all for this, man. So Anthony, I know you're watching this. I don't think Anthony's racist. I don't think he's a gang rapist. I don't think Anthony's a domestic violence person. What I do think of Anthony is, I think Anthony is a pretentious, insecure little baby that utilizes people for money so he can pay his rent in a negative way. That's what I think. And that's what YouTube has become. Dude, just because he went after you and criticized you, right, doesn't mean you have to be such a bitch about it, dude. I mean, Fantano has the right to criticize whoever he wants in the scene. Especially in this tumultuous times. I know he was talking shit about David Draymond recently too, and it's like, you do certain things and then you kind of expect a reaction out of people, and then it's like, no, not that reaction. But so he sued him. It's like, he's like, you're gonna lose. Why? Because all that stuff is probably true. So that's probably why you lost. So let's check out the video.
I'm going to make this quick. I lost my lawsuit to Anthony Fantano, but the
15 minutes long. That's not quick, bro.
Reality is, it makes me happy. Let's get into it. Some of you guys that don't know,
you look super happy, bro. You don't look like you're about to crash out at all.
Anthony Fantano is a music critic, and he goes online and he judges music out of a scale of 1 to 10, which he rarely gives anybody a 10. I don't think he's ever given anybody a 10. That's neither here nor there. The reason why
he mentions that because he did give me a 10, bro. I deserve a 10.
I'm making this video is because I sued Anthony Fantano,
and you lost.
Lawyers told me there's a small chance you will win this. But that's not why I sued him. I sued him so I could make this video right now. Because what better time to make this video than right now, in the midst of Anthony Fantano being accused of being a racist.
Called Ian a nigger.
Let's get into it. Anthony Fantano made a video about me a long time ago called "This Guy Sucks." This is after multiple times of him making videos about...
You hear that clap? He went like really hard, like he's so mad.
Judging my songs and saying how bad I am and how it's the worst thing ever, blah, blah, blah. Like he normally does. Rage bait. So he made a video finally.
The only rage bait was for you, dog. No one else cared. You're the one so butthurt.
about how I suck, and the reason why I suck is for all these reasons. I'm going to get into it right now. We're going to react to it right now, actually.
You know, Ronald is one of those controversial figures in rock music who likes to, tout himself as like a free speech kind of guy. He's shooting from the hip. He's telling it like it is. He may have said some things in the past that don't play all that well today, but he's grown. He's changed. You can't hate people over old tweets. He's not with all that cancel culture crap.
Well, that's crazy, Anthony. Aren't you getting canceled for saying the N-word and laughing at Trayvon Martin after he died or something? That's allegedly. This is all debunked. I believe that Anthony Fantano came out and...
Why are you bringing it up if it's debunked, you fucking moron?
If I'm wrong, you could correct me. He came out and apologized a long time ago about this, and it's being revamped, I suppose. He's getting absolutely obliterated on it. And I thought the perfect time to do this was right now, was because the audacity for him to make... how long is this video?
Go faster.
10 minute video, just so he can make money on it.
10 minute... Bro, you made a 15-minute fucking call-out video. You made a video 5 minutes longer and you're bitching about it. You didn't have to make this video. You really didn't. You lost. You fucking lost like a fucking idiot, moron, loser.
Of me. Yeah. The audacity to make a 10-minute video on how things I did 10 years ago are bad and stuff like that, when you, right now, sir, are being judged for something you did a long time ago.
Did you still act like a fucking jackass? It's not just about what you did 10 years ago. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe it's... I think the stuff in the past was like the domestic violence stuff against women, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, as of lately, he still been pretty racist.
Over the years that he's been in the music industry, Ronald has shown no growth, change, or maturity. Any shittiness.
Sir, I've been sober for almost 18 years. I came from the bottom to the top. I'm one of the biggest rock bands right now. Mentally, spiritually, and physically, I am in the best shape I've ever been. I have changed immensely, Anthony, and I think the reason why I don't like you amongst a lot of other people is because you use my name to get clicks and views so you can pay your rent. You're biased and...
Dude. Oh, man. He acts like he's above, like, saying some crazy shit or just doing something for attention to, like, make money. So I don't know why he's bitching about that. But, yeah. I mean, fucking bitch-ass loser.
You judge and you're pretentious. I believe you're the most pretentious person.
Oh, yeah, and I was going to say, I mean, it's good that he hasn't been on drugs. So he still kind of looks all fucking strung out. But, nevertheless, I mean, he still acts like a piece of shit, you know? Sometimes it's not the drugs that make you a piece of shit. Sometimes you being a piece of shit makes you a piece of shit.
On the internet, I'm not kidding. It's almost like you gloat and you act like your opinion is better than everyone else's opinion. This is just what I see at face value. I could be completely... Projection, anybody? Yeah, okay, buddy. He's the one that thinks his opinion is more important or better than anyone else's. Because that's how he constantly fucking acts. You write songs about your opinions. It's wrong because on the inside, deep down, me and you are very similar because we said some things that we should never have said in the past and done some things that we shouldn't have. Except I understand that you did that, but you don't understand that I did that, and you don't realize that it's okay that you can grow and change. So the bottom line...
Because you're still acting like a fucking jackass all the time, saying fucking racist shit and being like, I don't care.
Bad person, in my opinion, is you, because I don't use people for clicks and views to make money. You do it negatively. You don't care if it hurts their feelings. You don't care if it makes their friends mad. You do it on purpose to make money.
Or narcissist.
Oh, it hurt your feelings. Oh, poor Ronnie. He really is so fragile, isn't he? He got his feelings hurt. Like, dude, yeah. I mean, he presents himself as this heel, but then is so butthurt whenever anyone says anything negative about him. It's like...
when he might have said something terrible 10 years ago is surely still being exhibited now. You don't even need to go into the old things Ronald Radke has said and done because he's doing and saying just as terrible things today, whether he's using his Twitter page to harass and shut down people trying to talk about their experiences having been sexually assaulted. And he doesn't do the same thing that maybe some other artists do. When they're hit with similar allegations, they might make a statement. They might apologize. They might disappear into the shadows, never to be heard from again because they're cowardly pieces of shit. But no, not Ronald. Ronald doubles down and sues.
Audacity for you to imply that I literally gang raped somebody and doubled down by suing them. Anthony, let me give you a little backstory on that situation. 1 hour after we were accused, we, by the way, because it was gang rape, this is what they're saying. We were accused. We were brought to the station. We were not arrested. 1 hour. Remember this, 1 hour. We were brought to the station. We were not arrested. We were questioned, and guess what they did? They pulled my pants down. They grabbed my dick, took a swab, DNA tested it, and then 1 hour later came back and said, there is no DNA found on you or her. There's a 0% chance of you ever doing anything like this. You are free to go. So Anthony, you understand how traumatizing that could be for somebody that would never do something like that. You know that, right, Anthony? So the problem that I'm having here is you are bringing up stuff that is so traumatic, not only to me and to victims that actually were sexually assaulted, and you got girls like that lying. So yeah, I doubled down and I sued the shit out of her and I won. And that's the reason why I'm suing you, is just so I can talk about this topic. It's crazy. It's the audacity, the pretentiousness, the gloating,
had domestic violence charge.
That's all you, dude. All you do is gloat. It's like, I'm the top rock star, went from the bottom, the blah, 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 blah. No, you're not, bro.
Charges, 2 against him, which were ultimately dismissed, true, but the fact that all of this behavior is piling up here is quite sussy-wussy.
Quite sussy-wussy is what he says. Quite sussy-wussy. Anthony, for the life of you, have you ever just thought about not being a biased piece of fucking shit, bro? And trying to look at the good in people?
Or even hopping on Twitter to be transphobic or poke...
Transphobic. So the last 5 music videos, I've had 2, 3, 4 trans people total working on them, either at my house, watching me take my clothes off and putting clothes on me in my music videos. I'm so tired of this transphobic rhetoric that you guys try to spew, because I think that they-thems is like a weird terminology, and why should I call you a they-them if it's like fucking, it has nothing to do with being trans in the first place. They-them or non-binary means you are not of 2 things, male or female, so how can that make you trans? And what is wrong with that? If I don't believe that trans people should compete in women's sports or being put in women's prisons, or trans people in the bathroom with my 6-year-old daughter at the time.
He's spewing all the fucking... Oh, he wants to talk about transphobic rhetoric, and he's saying like all the things. He's saying all the things that transphobic people say. That's fucking hilarious. Damn, dude, this guy is just like self-reporting. Just owning himself right now. I don't know why he thinks like he's owning Anthony at all, because all he's doing is self-reporting. Oh my god.
Going to the bathroom. What is wrong with that? That doesn't make me transphobic. It makes me have common sense. And Anthony, you're just on your soapbox, standing up and just doing that fucking thing you're doing, dude. It's like,
that's it's transphobic because of all those things that you fear. Those are literally all the reasons that people fear trans people, and what makes them transphobic. Oh my god, this is great. This is gold. This is just like him just totally owning himself.
Fun at the idea of black people receiving reparations. What's funny about this is that...
That's a joke. That's a joke. I'm not racist. I have one black friend.
Dude! One black friend. He's saying like all the things. He's saying all the things that racist or transphobic people say. He's just he's just throwing them out.
He's throwing this kind of rhetoric out there, and this is the sort of thing where any rock star who actually makes good music, the Right Wing and Ben Shapiro and Matt Walsh, whoever it is.
The crazy thing about this, Anthony, is that you force people left and right. Dude, I am not a political person. Shut the fuck up, dude. You're so fucking stupid.
I mean, he's pretty... you're so upset because he's a pretty revered actual fucking music critic, music reviewer, you know, at this point. So, I mean, yeah, you were upset because you didn't get a good review by him. Let's face it. That's why you're upset.
He was arrested at a New Jersey music festival performance for throwing not one, not two, not three, but 4 microphone stands into the crowd, injuring a few concert goers in the process. 2 people were struck in the head. One of them was a 16-year-old girl. Even though Ronnie did this and he got arrested, it's like dead to rights, and apparently, you know, this person had to be paid. Yeah, despite
and I'll fucking do it again.
Manipulative, take advantage of you.
That you changed, bro. What happened? He's like, I'll do it again. Oh my god.
Any way that he can, piece of shit.
Take advantage of you in any way you can, piece of shit. Anthony, that's literally you. You take advantage of hardworking artists and utilize their star power and their record sales and their likes and all their fans and all their haters so you can make money, so you can pay your rent. You pay your rent off of the hatred you spew, Anthony. You're literally a hypocrite. And now you're being called out for being a racist, and I think it's really fucking funny, man. I think it's one of the funniest things ever. Actually, I don't think it's funny. I actually feel bad. I'm not a YouTuber, so I'm not really used to doing this like you are. So, you know, this is gonna be all over the place. But I think it's really, really fair to say, Anthony, that checkmate, man, checkmate. Yeah, I went into this lawsuit suing you because of this video and all this stuff. Look at this, allegedly across the thing, like across the thing. This is what he does. This is his thing. I went into this lawsuit and I was like, hey, and my lawyer's like, you're not gonna win this. And I'm like, I don't care. And it's all for this, man. So, Anthony, I know you're watching this. I know you're probably getting a lot of shit for being racist or whatever they're saying you are. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think Anthony's racist. I don't. I think Anthony Fantano said a bunch of weird, stupid shit, just like me. And I don't think Anthony is a gang rapist.
Yeah, because saying that he's racist would have to admit that he's racist, right? Like, he doesn't want to admit that. Dude, he just looks like such a piece of shit. I don't know how. I mean, it seems like a lot of, like, girls like him. I don't know. You know, it's just that bad boy piece of shit vibes, I guess. I don't know. But anyone worth their salt doesn't fucking like this dude. But yeah, I mean, as far as the trans people, he didn't say he had any trans friends. When they come to think of it, he said they all work for me. You know, like, dude. I mean, if you have, I mean, who cares, right? You know, as long as they work for you, or they, you know, go to your shows. But I mean, you don't know any actual people in life that you probably hang out with or anything, you know. I mean, it's still, I think overall, if you have these preconceived notions, like everything he mentioned about trans people, I mean, that's what overall makes you transphobic, right? I mean, you could, you know, still hang out with black people overall, his one black friend, and still, as a whole, say, I think black people, blah, 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 and, you know, they're all just prejudiced as shit. That still makes you fucking racist, you know? People think just because you have to absolutely hate somebody, you know what I mean? Like, you have to fucking be like, ew, I'm never gonna touch them or talk to them or be near somebody like that. You know, I think people have to assume that is like, that's the only way you can be racist. But, I mean, there's lots of ways to be racist, dude, and you've embodied all of it, pretty much.
Rapist. I don't think Anthony is a domestic violence person. I don't think Anthony is all those things. You know what I do think Anthony is? I think Anthony's a pretentious, insecure little baby that utilizes people for money so he can pay his rent in a negative way. That's what I think, and that's what his YouTube has become. It's one of those things. So with that said, anybody out there that's watching this that has anything that they want to say, negative, good, comment below, because I would love to open up this discussion on how it's okay for these people to regurgitate like this alleged narrative that I'm a terrible person that gang rapes people and is transphobic and homophobic and racist. He thinks I'm racist. It's like it's funny. I don't know, man. I just really wish that he would retract what he said and apologize for implying all these things, but he won't.
Nope, he doesn't have to, because you lost the lawsuit, you dumb ass. He's not gonna apologize. Oh, because you've said racist shit, you know. I think, to me, that stuff at the Grammys that he said about that was the most obvious thing that he was racist, right? Because he brought up a whole bunch of shit, you know, about people being black or trans or whatever, because that's the only way they could win. And I'm like, dude, none of those people were fucking black or trans. Those are all white people in that category that won Best Metal Performance. So it's like, what are you even fucking talking about? So just by that alone, just bringing up that for any fucking reason at all, it's at the top of his mind, you know what I mean? So yeah. You are a fucking racist. I'm not sure about the domestic violence stuff. I wouldn't put it beneath you. You might have just gotten away with it. I don't know. But can't really say much of that. And yeah, your music fucking sucks. You know, you talk about you all say like you're not about politics, but I mean you talk about plenty of things that are in the culture and just plenty of things that are embedded in it, and then you want to act like, oh, I'm not being political, not doing this, not doing that, like, dude, shut the fuck up, own it, right? Just fucking own being a piece of shit. I think that's, I mean, I could respect him just marginally a little bit more if he just kind of really owned being a piece of shit. He kind of does, but only to the fact, that he wants to be edgy, but when it comes down to it, he cries like a little bitch like this, He just, look how sad he looks. He looks really, really sad. I mean, but he did this to himself, He wants to act like a jackass all the time, dude. If you want to be a good musician, just be about the music, dude. Stop talking about all this cancel culture shit, Talk about something else, I mean, yeah, maybe people want to hear your struggle with drugs and stuff like that. I'm sure he's written a song about that, but there are more real things you could talk about, but you're doing it just to be edgy, and it's just not working out for you, I think it's... Oh.
It's just a defamation suit. The reason I did this is so I can put this out. So I can put something out and say my piece before Anthony does, because Anthony's going to put some video together so he can gain views to pay his rent. I wanted to put this out and say my piece. So if you're watching this and you're not a fan and you hate my guts, I really hope that even if you're not a fan, you can really understand where I'm coming from, because it's really fucked up, and I don't think any...
Yeah, I do understand where you're coming from, Ronnie. I really do. And that's that you're projecting hard. You're the one that's a pretentious, insecure little baby, and couldn't stand that someone was criticizing you, for your music being shitty. That's what you're really being pissed off about. You don't care about all the other stuff, You're an edgy fucking edgelord, wherever the fuck. You don't really care about that stuff. You like being racist and fucking transphobic all the time. You're fine with it. You lean into it. You double down. Fantano's right. You double down on... That's what he's talking about when he say you double down on things like the transphobia and the racism. You know what I mean? Usually, I don't even give this dude the attention, but... I mean, I think I was kind of enjoying this little video of pure fucking copium. I mean, I'm sure his fans are still writing for him. Anyone that's still a fan of him is still gonna be his fan, right? No one's gonna stop. Yep, that is the story, guys. Pretty fucking crazy, hilarious. I love it, and like, I think he expects people to like get pissed off at the things he was saying, but I just find it hilarious not because I think he's funny, but just because. Yeah, it's super fucking pathetic and just self-reporting and pure projection towards Anthony Fantano. And yeah, just being a total loser about it.